The subscription feature within Inventory IQ can be used in a variety of creative ways to automate safety and management systems throughout your plant. For example, what if your environmental safety analyst was notified with an email anytime a spill kit was checked out of your storeroom? Or if your team's safety specialist got notified every time somebody checked out a first aid item? The subscription feature can be configured to send out customized notices via email to alert just about anybody or just about anything that goes on in the supply room. Here's how to set up a subscription. In the Inventory IQ page of your desktop app, click on Event Subscriptions under the Setup menu. On this page, you can view and edit existing subscriptions, or you can set up a new subscription by clicking on the Add New Subscription button. The first field is where you name the subscription with something descriptive like Spill Kit Takeout Notice. The next field requires you to identify the location that is affected. If you want to include multiple locations, you'll have to make a subscription for each location separately. The next field is where you choose what event will trigger the notice. Whatever event you choose can be refined with filters later. Whichever event you choose will populate all relevant filters below. For example, the first event on the list, Item Takeout, can be filtered by user, user group, item category, or individual SKUs, or by job code. Another event, Tool Overdue, has a different set of filters. Let's explore some scenarios here. You want the supervisor of the assemblers to know when somebody on his team has been keeping an assembly tool too long, and you want the supervisor of the dismantlers to know when any of his guys are hogging the high-valued tool shared with other dismantlers. To do this, you select Tool Overdue. You supply the email address of the assembler supervisor in this field, and you filter the subscription to the assembler user group. Save that one and start over and do the same for dismantlers. If you want to notify more than one person for the same event, you'll have to create a separate subscription for each subscriber. So just to quickly run down the subscribable events, the list is as follows. Item Takeout. A user scans an item to take out. Item Return. A user returns an item back into inventory. Item Receive. New inventory is received into the system. Item Count. Notifies you when someone has performed a cycle count. Tool Issue. A user is borrowing a tool. Tool Overdue. A user is late in returning a borrowed tool. Tool Return. A user returns a borrowed tool. Session Recovered. This one requires little explanation. If the system goes offline, the record of a storeroom entry will be captured in memory and later recovered. This option notifies you when the system comes back online, and you can manually determine if the full details of the transactions were logged. Session Start. The trigger will be when a user gains entry to the storeroom. Session Stop. The trigger is when a user ends the session. Incident Create and Incident Resolve. When something unexpected happens, incidents are explained in another tutorial. If you need help setting up subscriptions, give us a call or use the Chat with Us button on the bottom of this webpage.